Welcome back to Theresa.is.Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. And if you're new here, hello. I have an awful mouth, and if you're not into that, that's fine. X out the video, no harm, no foul, and I'll pretend this never happened. Thanks for the view. Now, if you want to go straight to the review and the swatches and all that bullshit, I will leave a time code right here. Feel free to jump ahead. So the other day I was in the city on my way home, and I figured, you know what? I'm going to surprise Alex with some donuts. Alex loves donuts a lot. He loves the shitty donuts. He loves really good donuts. So I figured, you know what? He's been working really hard lately. I wanted to go surprise him with some donuts. So after work, I went to this place that I've never been to before, somewhere in Midtown Manhattan, and I heard really good things about this donut shop. So I figured, you know what? Fuck it. Hopefully it's good. So when I walked in, I was the only person in there other than the lady behind the counter. Now, it's a very small store, but it had a very long lunch counter, and it looked like you can order sandwiches and other kinds of shit. There's a huge wall of donuts, and I'm trying to figure out what I should bring home to Alex. Well, out of nowhere, I hear and I look to my left, and outside, now in this donut shop, there's a giant plate glass window, and I see a man without a shirt on, big giant belly, like the shiniest sun-kissed belly I've ever seen in my life, and he's just like, just fucking screaming. I, of course, thinking to myself, thank God he's not in here. I chuckled. I look at the lady across from me, and she kind of chuckled, and we're like, fucking New Yorkers, whatever, right? Trying to figure out what my donuts are. This man's still screaming. Then it clicked. Bitch, you gotta get out of this donut shop eventually, and there's not another exit. You're gonna have to face him. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, this is how I'm gonna die. All because I wanted to get fucking donuts and be a good wife. So now I'm kind of pissed at Alex, even though he has no idea that this is going on. While ordering donuts, also think of ways to defend myself, just in case this guy tries to run up on me. After I get all my donuts, I look to my left and I notice he's not there anymore. I was like, ah, oh, fucking thank God. All right. Phew. Crisis averted. No, I just hear and I look over, and like a little bit further to the left, he's staring at me and pointing his big old fucking finger in my direction. So I, of course, go, and I look behind me. There's nobody behind me. It's me he's looking at. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in a donut shop. Great. Extra, extra, fat woman dies in a donut shop. The lady behind the counter looks fucking frightened. And the lady's like tiny. She's like a little short lady. So I'm like, oh, great. Like, don't look at me to think that I'm going to protect you, bitch. I can't protect a fly. Should I just leave the donuts? I'm like, I came all this way. I should get the donuts. Like, fuck, what am I going to do? And this guy comes in. He comes into the store. And I just didn't know what to do. I was frightened. The lady behind the counter was frightened. I'm pretty sure we were both this close to shitting our pants. Finally, the guy just says, I'm hungry. And I just stared at him. Like, and you're gonna buy me a sandwich. Now, here's the thing. If I had the balls and I had a weapon, I would have been like, I'm gonna buy you a sandwich? Go fuck yourself. You buy your own fucking sandwich. Why should you tell me to buy you a fucking sandwich? I didn't say that. I just went, yeah, sure. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? They have sandwiches? So the guy's like, oh. Like, I guess he didn't realize that I was gonna say okay. I guess he was just didn't know what to say, so he's like, turkey, I want a turkey sandwich. Turkey sounds good. So the lady behind the counter was like,
okay, so you want a turkey sandwich? You want a turkey sandwich, right? You want a turkey sandwich? You want it? Okay.
She literally fucking darts in the back.
Cheese. I would like cheese on that sandwich.
So I'm like, get him cheese! Like, I'm just yelling things for him because I just don't know what to do.
I should get lettuce, tomato. I don't want tomato. Lettuce!
I'm like, lettuce! I'm like, do you want anything else on it?
Mustard!
Literally his lady go, okay! Like making a sandwich really quickly. And so he's just kind of like this. Like staring at me, and I'm just trying not to make eye contact, so I'm like pretending to be cool, like, yeah, nice ceilings, yeah. And out of nowhere, the lady comes back and with the sandwich, and she's like,
Here you go.
puts it on the counter, like slides it to him, and he goes,
I want a drink.
yeah, sure. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What kind of drink? What kind of drink do you want?
I want 2 drinks.
And now in my head, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker gets a yoo-hoo, and he gets a big bottle of water. And then I see him eyeing the donuts.
Glazed.
So he takes everything off the counter, and he looks at me and goes,
Thank you.
and then walks out of the fucking donut shop. So now I'm like visibly shaking, right? And the lady behind the counter goes,
You're a really good person.
I said, I'm not a good person. I'm fucking terrified for my life. I bought it out of fear. I didn't buy it out of being nice. I bought it because he scared the shit out of me. And the lady went,
Fair enough. Debit or credit?
I was like, you fucking bitch. Oh my God. So after 5 minutes, I peered out the window and I didn't see him. So I was like, okay, good, coast is clear. Of course, I walked outside. I hear,
Ah!
and I'm like, oh, fuck no. This dude was like on the left side while I was kind of going towards the right side. Ran up on the side of me and just wanted to say thank you for buying him food. I said, no, don't worry about it. I said, I hope you enjoy. It was my pleasure buying you food. I hope you have a good evening. And he was just very thankful that he met an angel like me on the streets of New York City. I just wanted to be like, I'm not a good person. Like, I hope you know I'm not a good person. I literally am so terrified of you that I just bought you that sandwich in fear. But he followed that up with asking me if I was married, and I said, yes, I am. Oh, that's too bad. You got a nice set of tits on you. I said, why, thank you. My husband agrees. And I walked away. And that was yep, how was your day? Bet you can't top that. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Natasha Denona Safari palette, which retails for a whopping $129. Oh my god! By the way, I feel disgusting that I spent that kind of money on a palette, considering I have a weird beef with Natasha Denona, but I really just wanted to try this palette because I think when I finally saw the finished product, I was like, ooh, I really like this color story, I want it to work for me, and to give you a brief history with Natasha Denona, I have the Sunset palette, and I only bought this palette because everybody on YouTube was talking about this palette. Oh, this palette is so great. Oh, this palette's revolutionary. Oh my god, it's the best palette. It's the best mattes. It's the best shimmers. It's the best this. It's the best that. And I was like, wow, this shit must be good. Let me go buy it. And then, lo and behold, when I got it, I was like, the fuck is this? This was not the worst eyeshadow palette that I've ever used, but it was definitely the most hyped up product that I've ever used. I actually got the ColourPop Yes Please palette right before, and I love the quality of that palette so much more than the Natasha Denona palette. And it's also pretty much a fucking almost shade to shade dupe in a weird way. So I've always really used Yes Please, and I've never used that. So unfortunately, this sits in my collection like an expensive mistake. So I was incredibly on the fence about purchasing this palette because I was afraid that I was going to have the same exact experience. So I went in with an open mind and no expectations, and boy howdy, I'm glad that I did. So this palette, like I said, retails for $129. It comes in this beautiful olive green metal palette. It's super awesome. It's super sleek. I love how this palette looks. It's a beautiful olive green color, which is actually one of my favorite colors in the whole world. And I love how the logo looks. It just feels nice. It feels luxurious, and I love that about it. When you open her up, you do get a beautiful full-size mirror and 15 matte shades. When I first saw this palette, I was a little like, I don't know how I feel about it, because they were cheesing a couple of different shades and I wasn't anything that I was super excited about. I was hoping that there would be a really nice yellow color in there, but not so much. Not really. Instead, I'm getting like a fucking orange color in here. So then when I started seeing more pictures of it, I really didn't want to buy it initially because I thought to myself, you know what? It looks really boring. I don't want it. Then I saw more pictures, and for whatever reason, it looked more vibrant. It looked more appetizing. And I was like, fuck it. I need to have this palette. Why don't I have this palette? I will kill somebody for this palette. And I lost my fucking mind and I bought this fucking palette. I was super happy when I opened this palette up because it's a beautiful color story. This screams fall to me. The one thing I will say about the palette that I don't like right off the bat is that there's no protector sheet. And I know I've always said, what is this? Fuck this protector sheet. In this case, I wish there was one, because when I was playing with these eyeshadows initially, there is a lot of kick up. Almost ABH standard. Literally half your eyeshadow is in like a little puddle of a mess. And that's what this one does. Except for whatever reason, this kind of goes everywhere. It doesn't stay contained in the pan. And every time you dip into the palette, you kind of create so much kick up that it starts going into the other eyeshadows that you start blowing it out of the palette, and now you're losing money. So that sucks about it. These eyeshadows are incredibly soft, and they feel really nice. When I swatch them, I was not excited about them. They were very streaky and powdery, and I felt like the pigment in the palette was very different from the pigment on my arm. When I first started playing with this palette, I really stuck with this blue color because I was just obsessed with it. I found with this eyeshadow, you can't pack it on because it disappears. You can't try to blend it out because it disappears. Almost looks like you went to a pool hall and you took one of those blue cubes that you use on the end of your pool stick and decided to rub your fucking face with it. And I didn't understand like why it looked like I had so much soot everywhere. So then what I realized is like, okay, well maybe I just have to really just try to place it on and leave it be. Now mind you, I'm also using primer, so it's not like I'm going in with the bare lid here. So as you can see, I'm starting to have a slight reaction to whatever's in that shade, and yeah, that's why I don't really have any product right there. Okay. I was really pissed off because I felt like I spent at least 20 minutes on this eye and it's not even that good. And it's all because I was just trying to figure out the best way to use the blue. And I feel like I just don't know how to do it. This is the same effect that I had with Subculture, and that's really annoying. I don't want to have to work for my eyeshadow that badly, especially for that price point. This eye sucks too, honestly. I really just wanted to kind of have like a really fun like army combination. And I think it looked okay, but now not so much. As you can see, same thing, kind of like very similar to the blue eyeshadow. It's just, it balls out right there. I don't know why. It just doesn't want to stay. I don't know. I'm just really disappointed in this. The other thing I will say, it's fucking messy. So besides the kick up in the pan, there's so much fallout on your face. It's not even funny. I'm disappointed in this, and I'm pretty sure people are gonna like be pissed off because it's like,
this is a high-end brand. This is amazing. What the fuck are you talking about?
and hey, listen, if it works for you, that's fucking great. But for me, it just doesn't. And because of that, I don't think I can recommend it to you guys, especially for the high-ass price tag. However, if you did buy this and you're having a completely different experience, then I fucking salute you, and I really hope you are, because this is a lot of fucking money. A lot of money, and that is the worst thing in the world, is spending a lot of money on something that sucks. So yeah, safe to say I will never touch this fucking palette ever again. So let me know down below if you have this palette, or you're getting this palette, or anything, because I'm really curious. If you're planning on getting this, I really hope you have a better experience than I'm having. And I guess that's really about it. So on that note, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll see you little pumpkins later. Bye.